It's the National Football League. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without...
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taking in at the 3. Gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Six figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a friend. Sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change your name, how about your respect? Giving more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they go to Edwards. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Good tackle by Kenneth Murray. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16.
Operating from the gun, Galloway. Going for Herbert. This is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside inside the 10-yard line. So excellent starting field position here for the Chargers. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
Well, that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Yeah, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not
That
mistaken,
does,
correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Lead to Cortland Sutton. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Parker. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10. And the whole
closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's third.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Galloway into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talking about what the coverages are, what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Galloway got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Galloway. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 63 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Another carry.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. They give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 24.
This is Edwards. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The tackle
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Galloway got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, Chargers.
Offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Chargers.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now they try the right side here. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Galloway. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
At their own
The Chargers ready to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Mahomes to throw on third and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
4 yards. First down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And the Chargers first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Mahomes again here on second and 10. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32, the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say
they're going to get to him a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
And it's third down.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
22 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Mahomes.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Los Angeles.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Pass complete.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Point after.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. That's into the hands of Edwards. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Galloway. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Galloway. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun. Galloway. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Mahomes again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Chargers 17, Broncos 7.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
28-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 20.
A chance for us to look at this Chargers defense again. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Galloway in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That's the way to make it play, kid.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Galloway, and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on, come up to 6.
A lot of points. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Taken in at the 22.
I can hear you.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Trey Flowers. A gain of 4. It's
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd and short.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to him on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Galloway. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Charger TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Galloway. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun. Galloway. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield.
Galloway's pass.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Galloway. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The quarterback sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Galloway dumps it off to Edwards. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. L.A. readies for its next possession. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
The tackle by O'Shane Zimenez. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got Walters. Big catch. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 8.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
1st and goal.
The end result, 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it on.
The kicker on.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. On first down, Galloway. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards.
Galloway's pass.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Complete to number 28. It's a gain of 3. Brings
the Broncos on third down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Galloway. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chargers getting set to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
He was trying to get that back to Allen, and it's 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Galloway. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Galloway. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. And bulldozing his way through. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
1st and 10. at their own 30.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Galloway. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun. Galloway. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
22-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
To number 40.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. DJ Reader there on the tackle. 2nd and 6.
Reader brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The 15-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Los Angeles. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.